Alrighty, hello everybody. Good evening. Just a quick disclaimer. I finally got over my cold. Um, got this like weird stomach bug thing, so my energy is not great, but I will try and bring some energy into this video so I'm not super monotone. But yeah, with that out of the way, welcome to race 5 of the '04 season. We're here at Bristol. So you got Matt Kenseth on pole here, and let's go to our driver's spotlight. Shows Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson is second in the points, your 2003 champion, 16 points behind the leader. We'll show you the point standings later on in the race. He was a winner in the spring race, third in the fall, and our most recent short track, he was seventh at the Rock. So he's our driver's spotlight. The winner of the fall Bristol race, Michael Waltrip. My pick to win it, I think Matt Kenseth. I think he's gonna be my pick to win. Track position is gonna matter. It's gonna be really, really difficult to pass. That's gonna be one of the keys to victory. Maintaining track position, staying patient, getting through lap traffic. I think is also gonna be super, super important. And then just keeping your car clean is also gonna be really important here. But yeah, we'll head down to the track, get some late breaking stories, and we'll send you to race day.
Drivers, to your cars.
So we got the drivers to your cars now, as we'll go through the starting lineup here. We got Travis Kvapil and Joe Nemechek on the last row, Martin Truex Jr., Jimmy Spencer, Jeff Green, John Andretti, Ward Burton, Jerry Nadeau, Jack Sprague, Jamie McMurray, Robbie Gordon, Kenny Wallace, Paul Menard, Brian Vickers, a couple rookies side by side there. That'll be interesting to watch them go through the field together. And then we got Tony Stewart, Dale Jarrett, Ken Schrader, Ryan Newman, Dave Blaney, Steve Park. A lot of Dodges, really close vicinity there.
Drivers, start your engines.
And in the middle of my starting lineup, we got the engines fired, so we'll kind of go through this. We got Terry Labonte, Jimmy Johnson, Buckshot Jones, Ricky Craven, Ron Hornaday, Jeremy Mayfield, Sterling Marlin, Bobby Labonte. There's Elliott Sadler, Mark Martindale Jr., Rusty Walls, part-time, Greg Biffle, Kevin Harvick, Michael Waltrip, Bill Elliott, Jeff Burton, Jeff Gordon, Ricky Rudd, Kurt Busch, and on your front row, you got Casey Mears and my pick to win it, Matt Kenseth. They got 125 laps here, world's fastest half mile, short track, and throughout this race, we'll also talk about the weekend winners, and yeah, we'll see how this race progresses. But here we go, off of turn 4, we're gonna get the green flag, and the green flag is out, and we are racing here at Bristol. Looks like the yellow flag is already out. Kenseth, Kurt Busch, they're going to get back around here. There's the pace car. McMurray's off the pace. So we got John Andretti with damage. Let's see what happened. Ooh, I mean, instantly, right off the bat. Huge, not a huge wreck, but what happened there? Okay, so this was the problem. Back here, we got Jack Sprague and Jerry Nadeau. Yeah, they kind of got to go 3 wide right there. And that's how they started. It was just weird, merging off a pit road, green flag dropped. They weren't really able to get started, and just 3 wide, no space for that. Turns the 42 around. Nadeau up with Jimmy Spencer, Martin Truex Jr., John Andretti up against the fence. And I don't think that's going to really take anybody out, but that'll definitely, string this field out. We'll kind of fast forward here, see if anything happens under yellows. We're going to have some pit stops here already. Kind of catch back up. We got some folks staying out here. Oh, yeah, what happened back here? Anything happen? Alrighty, so after some pit stops here. Oh, wrong button there. Is anybody a lap down yet? I'm not sure. We'll have to see when it cycles back around. We got Bill Elliott on pit road there. I'm not sure if anything happened to the 9 car. I don't believe anything happened specifically to the 9 car, but Bill Elliott might lose a lap here. Ooh, we got tagged by Kevin Harvick and had a toe back and ended up losing a lap. Let's see here if we can. Alright, pace car lights are off here. We're going to go back green. Get back going with 120 laps to go here. And throughout this race, we will talk about the weekend winners, the heartbreak in the Busch Series race, the crazy controversy in the truck race, and Sean Thompson, Hendrick development driver, winning the late model race. But we got a race of our own going here. We got 120 to go off of turn 4. Kenseth will lead them back to green. Alrighty, so what this basically has done, here's Bill Elliott. He only lost 1 lap, but right here, so these guys are coming off at 2, and these guys are already going off into 1. The world's fastest conveyor belt there. There's McMurray, Nemechek, Bill Elliott, and there goes Kenseth. Already, the field is already caught right there. Mayfield and Martin working side by side. Because look at Ricky Rudd. Up to P2 right now. Trying to chase down Mike Kenseth. There's the fall winner, Michael Waltrip in 3rd. Elliott Sadler in the combos for Taurus today. Mayfield, Kurt Busch. There's Jeff Gordon. Kurt Busch is trying to get on Casey Mears right there. Checks up, gives him a break. Sets up his corner. Casey Mears looking for more than just a top 5 today, looking for 4th. The exit of these corners are really, really tricky. If you exit any higher than the first line, right here, see Buckshot Jones, just not a lot of grip up there. Really easy to get in the ball. See the 10 car way up the track, has to lift the 40. Kind of needs the exit of the corner though, so he's unable to kind of get right there. You just see the ground these guys are losing. There goes Mayfield, or Marlin. He's clear. Now Ricky Craven, next man up. You see the 10 just lose all that ground on the outside. But then the guy on the inside can't really utilize corner exit. So they just kind of slow each other down. And look at that, Jones way up the track. And he gets down in front of Blaney. There's Terry Long. There's Ron Hornaday. Busch Series driver right here yesterday, not a bad showing. Is your Daytona 500 champion. We got a yellow. Ooh, looks like we got Travis Kvapil with a shortened up rear bumper. Jerry Nadeau gets into the back of him. Ooh, nowhere to go for Joe Nemechek. Travis Kvapil, he had the fastest car yesterday in the Busch race. A couple lap cars got tangled up. He had the worst damage out of all of it. Still finished 7th, I believe it was. Super, super fast. Hendrick entry in the Busch Series. Now he's racing for Michael Waltrip Racing, I believe was the entry, the 00. He was able to stay in the lead lap 4 now. Kind of fast forward here. Kenseth's pitting. No, he's not. There goes the 00. The 9's going to get the wave around here. Jerry Nadeau, caused a couple incidents right there. I don't believe that was on purpose, but we'll have to see. But as we talked about yesterday, Travis Kvapil got caught up in a wreck, had the fastest car, led the first whatever laps, got caught up with some lap cars in this race. The 00 does not have the capability as the other cars, but just contact from Nadeau and send him up into the wall. Coy Gibbs ended up winning that race from yesterday. John Wood ended up winning the truck race after a very controversial ending between them, the 50 bunch, and Kelly Earnhardt from RCR. He's got Bobby Labonte with possible engine issues here. He's going to pull it in. I wonder if that'll be the end of that 18 there. There's Matt Kenseth. There's Ricky Rudd, Michael Waltrip. Kind of go through the track position here. There's Elliott Sadler, Casey Mears, Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon. There goes Bill Elliott on the apron, getting his lap back. Jeff Burton, Kevin Harvick. Rusty Wallace sitting 10th. There's Dale Earnhardt Jr. We go through here. There's driver spotlight. Jimmy Johnson sitting 14th. Again, these rookies side by side for 25th and 26th. Danny Wallace, Jared Nadeau there. And there's everybody else now single file, set up with the 9 back in the lead lap. In the 18, they have called it quits. They are done for the day. Now the 25 is 1 lap down, so he will go up the inside, and he will fight for his lap. And this will be interesting right here, because Matt Kenseth, the leader, will now start on the outside. He will start on the outside, and we'll have to see if that car, Matt Kenseth, can hold on to the lead. And how much speed will that 25 have after having contact with that last yellow? Here we go, coming out of turn number 4 here. Green flag is back out. The 17 gets a great jump. The 21, he's now not quite clear. And now Elliott Sadler will jump to the inside of the 15. And this is music to Matt Kenseth's ears as the 21 really throws it in there deep. Trying to hang on, trying to hold to that track position. Trying to get around the 25. Elliott Sadler's like, come on, I want to get up there. He's got 3rd right now. Ooh, Sadler slipped up a little bit. Here comes Casey Mears. As the 21 has now gotten around the 25. That 21 car, Ricky Rudd, is fast. Now Casey Mears, how patient, or how impatient does he get at the 25? With the 25 being a lap down. 25 does not have speed, and he's sitting 3rd. Yeah, got 2nd right ahead. Matt Kenseth, he's quick. But you never know. I mean, there's a first career win on the line. There's Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon waiting in the wings, trying to get, look for their spot. The 25's going to defend low. 41's going to hold off the 97 for now. You guys are all nose to tail. Ooh. Yeah, 41 is starting to lose the 25 there. As Kurt Busch is looking to the inside. There was contact as the 00 is now down there on the apron. That ain't gonna work. Contact hard in the wall. The 24 is in it. Look out. Oh, he comes down. They make contact. Yeah, yellow flag is out. Here comes Elliott. Oh my gosh. Ooh, there goes Terry Labonte to the back end of Stewart. Racing back to the line here now. Yeah, Jeff Gordon got a piece. He's hurt. We're gonna go back here. What happened to the 00? Because that's what kind of started it. So he's right here. He pulls it down on the apron. Changes left side tires. Comes back out there. And we're just kind of on the apron. And just coincidentally, the 97 just trying to be aggressive, trying to get around the 41. Bumper tag right there. Now they're down lower. Here comes the 00 trying to blend, trying to get out of the way. Wham! And that was a huge hit from both of them. I mean, Casey Mears hit this wall a ton. 100 miles an hour. The 2, he almost spun out down around the inside. Steve Clark, Ryan Newman. That's a familiar sight. The 2 Penske guys sitting side by side. We got pit stops here. See how everything cycles. Need a Joe Nemechek. Okay, right now he's back in the lead lap as of now. Let's see how everything cycles. Ken Schrader's pitting from the lead. He's going to get a bonus point. There's Buckshot Jones, John Andretti. Ricky Rudd, Matt Kenseth, he'll get up to 4th. Harvick in your top 5. Kind of go through these, track position thing after this pit stop cycles. We got just under 100 laps to go now. Dave Blaney will get your top 20. Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon. He's going to have damage now for the rest of the race. Unless they're able to get someone prepared in the pit stop. There's Bill Elliott. There's Ken Schrader. There's Brian Rickers there. Casey Mears. And we'll see you guys when we go back green. Alrighty, we are back. Joe Nemechek here. Gonna get a little bit of a head start here. He's not exactly on the lead lap. Well, he's supposed to get a head start here. He's supposed to get the wave around. Pace car pulls off. He'll go. But Buckshot Jones is your control car here. There goes Nemechek. And we are green. A couple damaged cars up at the front. We'll have to see how Ricky Rudd and Matt Kenseth handle this. Is up the track, but they're able to get it back down. We're looking at 91 laps to go. How about the Wood brothers right here? Now, the Wood brothers and Roush, they do have an alliance. Whoa! A 43 up in the fence. There goes the 10. He's going to pull it down into the pit. There's Ricky Rudd. Ooh, almost was going to grab the lead, but the 38's in the fence. Contact. Oh, look out. Sterling Martin's around in front of Craven. We're going to follow this 3-wide action. That ain't going to work. 3 wide here at Bristol. I don't know if the yellow flag is out or not. It is. There's still 3 wide bouncing off each other. Michael Waltrip loses it. Battle for 8th there. I think everyone's going to keep it off of him. We've got Kenny Wallace heavy damage. There's going to be a lot to unpack. Ricky Rudd was able to get it right there. Kurt Busch was super duper loose off the corner. Kevin Harvick almost lost it. Let's go see what happened back here with Elliott Sadler. So contact with Rusty Wallace, which is an amazing run Rusty Wallace has got. Tagged right there. Was able to save it. And then Sterling Marlin. Oh my gosh, what a shot from Ricky Craven. So yeah, all these guys, single file. Ooh, the 40 just kind of loses it. Pow! Junior, there's Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman gets tagged again. Tony Stewart, Terry Labonte. This one took out a lot of guys. We're going to have to continue to unpack this here. So, slow motion, right? And Sterling Marlin goes to the inside of Mark Martin, hits the apron, hits the brakes, loses it, gets tagged. Oh my gosh! And right here, Newman, Elliott sneaks by. Here's Kenny Wallace. It's where he gets it. Newman had it about, missed. Oh, big shot right there from Truex to the 30 car of Hornaday. There's Tony Stewart turning sideways. Ooh, big shot again from the 33. Real time. Yeah, it kind of just kept going. I heard Ricky Craven. How hard was this hit? Oh. 75 to like 30. Yeah, he is out of that race. That might be an injury. I'm not sure. I'll have to go check on him on the infield care center to make sure he's okay. But Buckshot Jones, I believe, was a lap down before the yellow. So he will get the wave around this time by. That's not how you spell wave. Yeah, the apron down here is really, really slippery. And with how, all the teams, they got their brake bias set up and everything. You can just tap the brake and wrong angle and get set. But there goes Buckshot Jones waiting to get his lap back here. Wonder if he can get around the pace car, and there he goes. Now here comes Casey Mears coming up the inside. Kevin Harvick sitting second. Matt Kenseth. There's Kurt Busch. Rusty Wallace sitting fifth. Mayfield up to sixth. Here we go. Coming out of turn 4 to get the green flag once again. And we are agreed. Ricky Rudd gets a great jump. Harvick not quite clear of Mears. Here comes Kurt Busch. He's stuck behind Mears now. Harvick's now clear. A lot of damage to that 41. And it was because of the 97. Will Mears do anything in retaliation? I mean, Kurt Busch didn't, exactly spin him, but there was contact between the two. There goes Michael Waltrip. Hitting pit road. Not sure why he pit road, but there's Elliott Sadler way up the track in the back. Here comes Matt Kenseth trying to catch up to Kevin Harvick, but meanwhile, we got a battle for fourth here. Rusty Wallace, Kurt Busch, Jeremy Mayfield being held up by the lap car of Casey Mears. There's Kurt Busch. Tuck in right here. Take his time. Michael Waltrip going back on track. There's the 01 pitting. Is Ricky Rudd. That car is a rocket ship. Look out! Rusty Wallace, Jeremy Mayfield, Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett, Jimmy Johnson. What happened there? Oh. Looks like Mayfield just got to the back of Rusty Wallace. Nearly wrecked him. As Kurt Busch is now stuck behind two lap cars. Yeah, how aggressive do you get now knowing that he's the lap car? Mark Martin got way out of the groove coming out before that time. Rusty Wallace, do you repay the favor for that bump and run? There goes Kurt Busch to the inside of Mears. Now Mayfield, Rusty Wallace looking to get through. And yellow flag is out. See what happened here. Oh, there's Bill Elliott on the apron. Into the side of Vickers. He backs it into the fence. Look out, everybody. Like everybody else gets by fairly scot-free. And yeah, looks like the two rookies right there. Kind of went up track. Vickers got up in the fence. Just tight racing right there. And then Bill Elliott, I think he just kind of loses control. Look out. I think there was contact here. Let's go on board Buckshot Jones here. This is coming up, careful. We got two Olympic-themed cars here. The Olympics are this year. We got Tony Stewart. There's the other one, Brian Vickers. And neither of them are having great luck. They'll be out here the different parts of the year in this season. And the 41 will now get a wave around. And yeah, there were some pit stops that happened right there, so it was super inconvenient. We'll get that one going here. Make sure he's not on pit road. There he is. Send him. We got a 40. Marlin kind of being slow. We're gonna organize score in here. We're gonna figure out who the leader is. We'll come back and we'll get the green back up for you guys here. Alrighty, we are back here. His pace car's going off at turn 1. Got Kevin Harvick, Ricky Rudd. Here's Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, Rusty Wallace back up to 5th, Jimmy Johnson 6th, Mark Martin 7th, Elliott Sadler 8th, Jeff Gordon 9th, Jeremy Mayfield fell back to 10th there, but Jeff Green P11. Kind of go through here. We'll probably stop around the top 20 or so. There's a lot of little damaged cars right there. Dale Jr. is missing a hood. There's your 500, Daytona 500 winner. Ricky Brian Vickers, one of the Olympic cars. There's Tony Stewart's other Olympic car. And here we go. We're going to get the green flag back out here. We're racing back at Bristol. Now Harvick's your leader. We'll have to see what that RCR bunch can do. There's Ricky Rudd. Here comes Matt Kenseth. Ricky Rudd's looking for a good exit. Trying to clip that apron. Busch coming to pit road this time by. Mark Martin's looking to the inside of Johnson back there. It looks like just Kurt Busch, the lone person on pit road down here. And you lose a lot of time on pit road. Pitting under green will kill your race. He's going to go ahead and pit, lose at least a lap. He's also going to lose all his track position, get shuffled back some. We'll have to see if he can rebound, or maybe this is a strategy play. Is this Jimmy Spencer's going to move up? Ron Hornaday is going to move into 16th now. Sprague's going to try and take advantage. Jeff Green up to top 10. Pretty tame restart so far. Matt Kenseth's trying to catch up to Ricky Rudd. Ricky Rudd does have the fastest lap, but here comes Kenseth. He's there on the inside, and he's going for the pass. And not quite clear. Those two being side by side. Ricky Rudd, I think he's just got to tuck in right here, not get to the 98 on his inside. And that's what he's going to tuck in. We're approaching halfway here at some point. This time by is halfway. We're going to show Kevin Harvick, your leader. Matt Kenseth second, Ricky Rudd third. Rusty Wallace part-time in a 98 McDonald's Dodge for Bill Elliott Racing. Sitting there fourth. Jimmy Johnson sitting there fifth. Mark Martin sixth. Dwight Sadler, Jeff Gordon. Mayfield's all over the back into Gordon, trying to get around him. Jimmy Johnson's looking for fourth. Rusty Wallace. Let's see, Michael Waltrip or Kurt Busch. There's Kurt Busch. First car one lap down. There's Michael Waltrip. The second car one lap down. So right here we get down into crunch time. Talk about track position. But I wonder if Kevin Harvick right there. Can he hang on to his track position? Camera on turn one. There we go. Bought a straightaways. Look at Mark Martin going for fifth. Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's going to tuck in sixth. Mark Martin and that Oscar Mayer. Number 6. Turn 4 there. I don't look now, but Matt Kenseth's been putting some tidy laps together, trying to catch up to Kevin Harvick. Matt Kenseth has caught the back end of Harvick. Yeah, what can Harvick do to try to defend? You just gotta hold the bottom and hope Kenseth isn't too rough. I mean, you know, if he tries to make a bump and run. Harvick's really low down there. Really defensive. There goes Kenseth trying to size him up right there all over the back bumper. Going more Harvick. Look over Matt Kenseth's shoulder in the corner, you can see Mark Martin and Rusty Wallace going after it. Kenseth's looking, showing his nose. He's there. surfaces here. The concrete surface, as we got Ricky Rudd in third. Kind of closed in a little bit. 3/10 quicker than Casey Mears. Get down to turn 1 here. Yeah, Matt Kenseth, how much more patient do you be? He's showing Harvick a ton of patience. How much more patient do you be? I mean, you got Ricky Rudd coming behind you here. You got to go. And how hard does this make it for Ricky Rudd's job? You know, do you want to leave distance? Do you want to leave some space in case 17 does get into the 29 maybe a little bit? You don't get caught up in the wreck or nothing? You know, as we approach this lap traffic here. Here come your leaders now. There's Harvick, Kenseth, Rudd. There's your top 5. We got Jeff Green holding on to the back half of the top 10 there. The last spot for the top 10 is we got Newman getting to the back of Robbie Gordon there. As they are there on the 41, and they have pulled away from Ricky Rudd actually. So this changes for Harvick. You have to go on the offense, but not, you know, keep on the defense. Oh, right there's the 41 checked up. So they both had to check up. Kenseth all over the back end of Harvick. You know, these guys get around here about now it's about a 17-second lap time. And we're caught behind the 41. The 21's going to get right back into this party. But 17 seconds a lap time. A lap. Ooh, Kenseth is there. He's to the inside. They're side by side, which is... Here comes Ricky Rudd. Can Harvick try and carry the momentum around the outside? And Harvick does! What defense from Kevin Harvick to maintain the lead? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. But as I was saying, it's 35 to go. I mean, this is... Time's ticking. You got to go. There, did he make a move? The top 3 are all over the top of each other here now. And don't look now, but the next 3, they're going to be coming too. Wallace, Mark Wall, and Jimmy Johnson. There goes Harvick to the inside of Casey Mears. That was slowing both down on this exit. Harvick's now clear of Mears. There goes Matt Kenseth to the inside. Martin to the inside of Rusty Wallace. Jimmy Johnson to the inside of Rusty Wallace. There goes Jeff Gordon to the inside of Elliott Sadler. Everybody's to the inside of everybody. Terry Labonte's being super patient with Jeff Green here. I wonder when his patience will run out. There's stuff happening all over the track. But these top 3 now are cleared. I'm going to come up to Jerry Nadeau and Martin Truex Jr. They've got their fair share of battle scars here this afternoon. Oh, we got Ron Hornaday down there on the inside with engine issues, and that's going to draw a yellow. He's already under yellow. Whoa, look out, guys. Oh, Harvick to the back end of Michael Waltrip. Right here, the pace car is going to come out on track. Oh, look out, Buckshot Jones. But everyone's going to check up. Harvick just was not paying attention. Got to the back of Michael Waltrip. Got to wonder if that's going to cause any damage. Let's see here if we can find out the cause of the yellow. So there's the pace car. It's going to let all these cars by here without going. Let's see if we can figure out what the cause of the yellow is. Yeah, it looks like it was Ron Hornaday being slow who was the cause of the yellow. And you see, here comes the pace car. It's going to check everybody up. There's Michael Waltrip trying to get out of the line here. I mean, hoofda. Ooh, Harvick. Right here, Harvick's going to let all these guys by. Yeah, we're going to get restarted with probably less than 25 to go here. And the 41 will probably get the lucky dog here. Now he will get an opportunity to go past some cars. And there's Jeff Green. Somebody from the top 10 must have pitted. Alright, we got 1 to go here. 1 to green. Harvick, Kenseth, there's Ricky Rudd. Here comes Kurt Busch coming up the inside. lap cars on the inside here with a restart with 25 to go. We'll make this interesting. There's Michael Waltrip. We know he's fast here at Bristol. As we will get the restart with 25 to go. And we are green once again. There goes Harvick. He's going to grab the lead there from Kurt Busch. But there's Matt Kenseth's teammates kind of getting in the way. Ooh, Kurt Busch got it really high off of turn 2. Smacked the wall. That's going to put a lot of distance as Harvick's pulling into the pit. That is not what you want, which will put the lead to Matt Kenseth. Matt Kenseth got the lead. Rusty Wallace is up to second. Ricky Rudd did not have a great restart whatsoever. There goes Harvick coming back out on track now. There's Matt Kenseth stuck behind his teammates now, which I don't think is a terrible place for him to be. He's got 3 lap cars between him and second place. Rusty Wallace. There's Mayfield. And don't look now, but Jeff Green is up to, was that 6th? Mark Martin's able to get around him on the outside. Now he is clear. Dale Jr.'s up to 10th. Paul Menard's 9th. Back up to the front here, there's Jerry Nadeau in front of Rusty Wallace. Jeremy Mayfield, Jimmy Johnson, Ricky Rudd. Gotta wonder if, they can get around Rusty Wallace here at all. We got Matt Kenseth, heartbreak. Both these guys, we don't move fast. But if you're Kevin Harvick, you're hoping there's a yellow and you can get around this 15 car. There's Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, you're hoping, the yellows are done for today. As caution is out, Tony Stewart, there's John Andretti. Man, you gotta feel for Harvick because Michael Waltrip's gonna get the wave around here. Tony Stewart's crumpled up bad. Oh, big wreck right there. There's Martin Truex Jr. getting turned around. Something happened here with John Andretti. Ooh, looks like he just lost it. Yeah, looks like he just lost it to the inside of Bill Elliott right there. Jimmy Spencer nowhere to go. Tony Stewart absolutely 0 place to go there. Matt Kenseth. Michael Waltrip. He's going to get the wave around here. Looks like the 43 had a tire go down is what happened. It won't quite be a restart with 10 to go. So we might get a double file restart here with the 29 on the inside and the 01. But how about Rusty Wallace? Great race for him so far, running second. That was the 15 to get his lap back. Here we go, we're gonna get a restart with 1 to go. We are 1 to go to the restart, sorry. Here we go. Yeah, the 01 is kind of ducked off to the inside there. There's Greg Biffle coming up to the inside line right there. I think the 29 is supposed to be in front of the 01, but we'll have to see here. Nascar's going to allow the restart to go. We are green. What a jump from the 17. It looks like he's going to get in front of the 01. And now there goes Mayfield to the inside of Rusty Wallace. And just like that, Matt Kenseth now has 2 lap cars between him and Mayfield. Who's in second? Yeah, this has been Matt Kenseth's race outside of 1 not great pit stop, which lost him the lead. Now Matt Kenseth has the lead, and he is pulling away. Jerry Nadeau, there's Brett Biffle. Jimmy Johnson's now 3rd, looking for another outstanding finish here at Bristol. Jimmy Johnson might just have this place figured out. Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, trying to hold on to his top 5. There goes Ricky Rudd to the inside. And what can Jimmy Johnson do here? He's getting a really low exit trying to get around Mayfield. Mayfield with great defense right there. Oh, there goes Mayfield trying to look to the inside of Greg Biffle. With no success. Mayfield's trying to get a low exit. Unable to. Johnson slips high. Here comes Mark Martin looking for third. Johnson's got a lift for the corner exit. Mark Martin's still there. Mark Martin might get third. If Johnson messes around a little bit longer, Rusty Wallace might get fourth. And if Johnson messes around a little bit longer, Ricky Rudd might get a top 5 here today. They are still side by side. That's what Mayfield likes to see as he's trying to secure his top 5. There goes Rusty Wallace to the inside there. That was Ricky Rudd looking for his top 5, but Harvick now gets to the inside. Rusty Wallace into 4th. A beautiful run by that 98 crew. Johnson hanging tough, though. He's not going to give it away that easy. He is now clear. He will get down. Ricky Rudd sinking here for 6th. A great rebound for your Daytona 500. P11. Whoa! Big loose. Contact something. I looked away for a second, and there's a 21 pulling into the pit. With 2 to go, that is not what you want. Let's see what happened off turn 2. Looks like the 88 got high. Contact with the 12. As here they come now. There's Johnson pulling into the pit. Oh no! Matt Kenseth, though, he's going to stay out. It's the last lap. Is it a fuel issue? I'm not sure here. But Matt Kenseth will win in Bristol. And for 2nd goes to Mayfield. 3rd for Rusty Wallace. I believe that's a 4th. 4th for Sterling Marlin. Terry Labonte 6th. Jeff Gordon 8th. Jeff Green, what a topsy-turvy end. Maybe some guys thought they could maybe stretch it. Huh. Well, here are the results here. We got Matt Kenseth, Mayfield, Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin, Ryan Newman, top 5. Ricky Palmendar, top 10. Kurt Busch rebounded to 15th. Michael Waltrip rebounded to 19th. There was 23 cars in the lead lap. There's Jimmy Johnson, P27. My pick. Look at that. Finally picked it. Finally won. Only took me 5 weeks. Kevin Harvick, after leading good deal of laps, 30th. Mark Martin, P31. 34 cars finished the race. Quite a few DNFs here today. I was going to show you the points. Here are the points coming into this race. And this surely only extends Matt Kenseth's lead, especially over Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, Jeff Burton. Jeff Burton, 41st today. Mark Martin, P31. Jimmy Johnson, 27th. Mayfield finished 2nd, so that'll advance him pretty well. But yeah, Matt Kenseth, he's going to definitely pull away right here and give himself a great shot at the championship. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get you updated points, and yeah, I'll be right back. And these are the update point standings. Next week, we'll head to Texas for Texas Motor Speedway. All 3 NASCAR series will be there. And the late model series will be at Bowman Gray, the Demolition Derby. A lot of people are excited for that race. There's going to be a lot of wrecks and stuff. But as you see, only 4 drivers are within less than 40 points of Matt Kenseth, with Mayfield, Gordon, and Sterling Marlin for Chip Ganassia. It is 3 in a row for Roush. Matt Kenseth, that is his 2nd win of the season. And he is 5 laps short, away from 100 laps led on the year. But yeah, we'll see you next week for Texas.